My coworkers said that they had seen spiders and roaches. So first I filled out the thing saying I had ants. I must have went right back in there and said I got spiders and roaches too. Because if y'all are filling out for spiders and roaches, they're not going to leave y'all's room and come to mine. That's not the option. Hello sunshine, I hope you're doing okay wherever you are. As you can see by the hair, it's time for something to get did, so we're setting it. I'm going to go in first with some of this Nexus 20-in-1 Perfection Humectant. I'm doing this because I just applied a shampoo dye to my hair, and I feel like the protein in this kind of helps restore the bonds of my hair. I mean, it shouldn't have been too damaging or anything like that, but you know, we'd rather just be safe than sorry. And then following that, I'm gonna go in with my Old Faithful, which is the Taraji P. Henson Ride or Die Moisturizer. I'm gonna pop the top on this, and I'm gonna go a little bit heavy with it because when I did the shampoo, even as I was in the shower, it felt like my hair was dry. And I know that makes very little sense unless you've been there already. So I put a little, probably a $half size amount in my hair, and I'm massaging it through. The combination of these products smells absolutely amazing. Y'all see this right here? Looking like a wig tan line, and I don't even wear wigs. That's gotta be from my hats. That's the only thing I can figure. It's got to be from my hats. But anyway, in case you missed it in the vlog, this is the hair dye shampoo that I use. 3 simple steps. Apply the shampoo to your hair, wait about 20-25 minutes. I counted from the time that I was done, and then I counted the 25 minutes, and then it says rinse with water. But afterwards, I went in, I'm just dropping stuff now, but afterwards I went in with some deep conditioning shampoo, and then trifling set in, and I've been so-called deep conditioning my hair for days, and it is time to take it out of the bun. I'm gonna be real honest, the only reason I'm doing it is because it's raining, and so I can't go walking in the mornings. Got real rainy weather here in Kansas City, so since I can't go walking and it's predicted to rain all day tomorrow, I thought, well, I might as well do a roller set, whip out the camera, and talk to y'all while I do it. And this is how my roller sets go. I think I want to do a little swoopation up here, just to kind of decrease that 8 head that I've got. Y'all know how I do. And then when it dries, I break it apart, and it just looks more natural. The problem I've been having is I've been forgetting to break it apart lately. But, well, ain't no lately, I ain't been doing my hair lately. But you see how harsh to me that looks. Once I give it a brush through after it dries, it'll look much softer. But anyway, y'all know what this is. This is the time when I come up with the topic, usually off the top of my head, and talk to y'all about what's going on. Since I'm vlogging every day, I feel like I'm talking about everything that's going on in real time, so to speak. So anyway, as I'm pulling out my stuff, did I just put that away? No, it's right here in my face. I'll pull out the Ride or Die, right? But today, as I was whipping it out, it really struck me, because the wild thing about it is that I started thinking about, when is the last time I used that term, Ride or Die? And I couldn't remember. I really couldn't. I feel like for sure it must have been in my 30s or so. And that's what made me start thinking like, dang, the stuff I thought and the things that stressed me even in my 30s are so far removed from me now. Thank goodness. I see so many people in my age range even who are putting themselves down because they're like, dang, I should have been done this. I should have been knowing this. And they feel a certain way about it, and they shouldn't. Same thing I see happening. I've seen women in their 30s talking about how behind they are in life. Oh my God, you're 30. You're 30. That's so young. There's so much more that you're gonna mess up and get right. Like, don't feel down or bad about whatever circumstance you're in right now. Just understand that, oh, okay, from here, I see this. So from here, I'm moving forward in that way. Instead of looking at it as a time to feel bad about yourself or down about yourself, look at it as a time of, you know what? Here I am in this moment, and I've got some clarity. I understand what I didn't understand before. Man, I'm so glad I'm not where I was yesterday. Man, I'm so glad I have opened up a broader option for my tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's where they should be. That ride or die mentality that needs to be let go of, because where you're going, not everybody is meant to go there with you. Not everybody even wants to go there with you. And as sad as it may sound, there are some people who don't even want to see you go there either. They may not want to go there with you, but doggone it, they don't want you to go either. And so you have to be cautious. I feel like you just have to understand that sometimes some people are meant to only walk with you in a certain chapter of your life, and they need to be let go of. You need to release them and let go of that weight and that guilt that comes with that. Like, there are so many people who you worry about, oh, I want people to feel like I changed. Girl, you have changed. So what? It's called growth. You grew. It's not your fault that they didn't. You know, you have to accept and understand that, and then move forward from that point with that understanding. Don't keep fighting it. Don't keep, trying to maintain the friendship that wasn't meant to be held on to in the first place. That friendship that you may no longer have, that's not failure. That's alignment. That's your life getting in alignment with, or I should say, that's your presence getting in alignment with what your future needs you to be. If you want the future that you're planning on, sometimes you have to make some changes today that may feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I think growth in general is designed to be uncomfortable. Yeah, that's just more important. Another thing that I think is important is I think I spent, or wasted, I should say, a lot of time trying to be validated or trying to prove that I deserve or earn something. I was in my 30s when I had a position that put me, I won't say over, but it put me in a place where I was to advise teachers who were quite a bit older than me. I had already earned that position from my teaching methods, my styles, from, just my degrees and all that stuff. I'd already earned the position. And yet, even still, I felt like I had to prove myself when I was there. And sometimes people will just look at you, look at your age and decide, no. They might look at you, look at your race and decide, no. They may look at you, look at your gender and decide, no. They just may have a reason, for whatever reason, that you are less than. And when you're dealing with those people, there is no amount of proving that you can do that will validate you to them. It's not going to happen, because they've already made up their mind that you are less than. Don't waste your time trying to prove yourself to them. Don't waste your time trying to prove yourself to anyone. If anything, if anyone is your mission, make yourself your mission. Make yourself better today and tomorrow than you were yesterday. Again, it goes back to that not holding yourself to where you were yesterday. But yeah, just understand that and move forward from there. But also related to what I just said is that you have to understand your worth is not negotiable at all. I hear so many people, mostly men, and I just hate saying it so much about men, because I never want to be someone who sounds like I'm man bashing, but I hear mostly men trying to get women to negotiate their worth. And I mean, to this day, I'm a mid-centurian. I have never heard a man try to get me to negotiate upward. I've only heard them try to get me to negotiate downward. The only time, let me make an exception, because even then, there was a caveat to it. The only time I can even almost say a man tried to get me to negotiate upward was when he thought he was the upward. Like if he was saying, you shouldn't be with him, you should be with me instead. And for obvious reasons, that don't really count. But yeah, understand that your worth is your worth. Your worth can only be decided and defined by you. it should never be negotiated by someone else, ever, because they're only going to want it negotiated to their advantage, not yours. Another thing I would say is that as much as we talk about self-care and maintenance and all those things, I'm sitting here doing my hair now. I need to do my nails later. I'll be doing that myself. But as much as we talk about that, I have found no greater self-fulfillment than being financially secure. They always talk about beauty is currency, knowledge is currency. Currency is currency too, y'all. Like let's be very clear. Currency is also currency. Like there's just something about feeling financially secure. If you've ever been in a circumstance where you've been broke, you know how doggone stressful that is. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. It doesn't matter how nice your nails look and all that other stuff. If you're worried about the roof over your head no longer being over your head, that's hecka stressful. So I just think financial freedom is a huge currency that a lot of times people don't discuss or talk about, or they think, the beauty is currency and that you should gain that from men or something like that. But I think a lot of women are learning, that's not quite as reliable. Currency really is currency. I enjoy having a good time on a budget. I enjoy shopping and doing things on a budget. But you'll notice on my channel, I'm not trying to sell you on a whole heck of a lot of stuff. There's nothing wrong with those who do. There's a demographic for that, and I hope they're reaching their demographic. But on the off chance that my audience isn't a part of that huge demographic, I want to show you that there's more to life than what you can buy in life, than various labels and things like that. I mean, shoot. Again, was it last summer? As recently as last summer? Maybe it was the one before, but when those people out of China started talking about how all these Hermes bags and these Gucci bags and all of that were actually made right next to the same things that were being purchased off of DH Gates and all of that, I thought that was a huge wake up. But maybe not as much. Maybe there are some people who find a lot of comfort in having those luxury items. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, those luxury items, really. Nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like, I don't know. I want to stress the importance of having that internal peace of knowing that the stuff you have, the external value and all of that, that just does not compare to the internal value, to the internal peace of knowing that you are financially secure. There are just some things that I really was concerned with in my younger days that I'm not as concerned with now. I'm not as pressed and stressed about now. If I could sit across from my 30-year-old self right about now, I wouldn't judge her. I would hug her. Going back to those women who are saying, dang, I thought I would be here by now. Or even those women in their 30s who are saying, I thought I'd be here by now in my 30s. Or even women who are in their 50s who were saying, I'm so embarrassed by where I am and things like that. If I could go back, I wouldn't be judging that younger 30-some-odd me. I would be hugging her and consoling her and letting her know that, hey, you did the very best you could with what you knew at that time. Now that you know more, now that you know better, now that, your understanding is more advanced, now it's time for you to do better. Now it's time for you to expect more of yourself. I mean, that's the most any of us can do. I'm looking for my top. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe you are in a space and place where you're not quite where you thought you'd be, where you wanted more for yourself or you expected more of yourself. And I'm just saying, your time is coming. You know what I mean? The fact that you even have those thoughts and ideas tells you that something better is coming. Just don't get caught up in the things that you can't change. Don't get caught up in your past errors and your past mistakes and things like that. Just move forward from today. Persevere. Do better from where you are. That whole dang, if I knew then, if what? You know better today. So just move forward from today. Let me know what's something you, as a more seasoned woman, wish you could tell your younger self. My biggest one again is, don't judge yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't worry about proving yourself. I guess I'm saying more than one. But love yourself. I say that to everyone. Love yourself. Baby, she clocked in at $48.90. Good morning, sunshine. We are on our way to the W2 on this very muggy, windy Monday morning. That's a little better. I had to go home and take that nap, so I didn't get back out at all Saturday evening. Didn't get out. I was supposed to go to Ross, and then Sunday came along. Much too much raining for me. I mean, I'm not a duck, so I stayed indoors, did all the stuff I mentioned, and now we're on to today. Still vlogging every day, doing good. Not a whole lot expected to happen at work. I do have a meeting or two, but that's all right. That's what's new. We meet all the time to talk about the data and have meetings about the meetings that we met about to talk about. This is a lot. But anyway, oops. She don't get enough of putting the mic on but not turning it on. But we got it on now, so good morning, sunshine. Forget about all that talking you may have seen me do before. It doesn't count because I'm sure it was too loud on this road. But anyway, it is Monday morning. We are getting out and about, running a little bit late. Why? Because she didn't plan ahead. I knew I was out of gas Saturday when the gas light came on, but no, I had to go home and take that nap. That nap was a beautiful nap. Chef's kiss to the nap. So I don't regret that, but I wish I had gotten out later. And I guess I didn't because it started raining, and then it rained all day Sunday. So I didn't get out Sunday either, and I felt like, well, since I can't get out and walk, I've run out of excuses. It's time for me to go ahead, set my hair, and all the things. So I set it, but now I went out to get the gas this morning. By the way, I had been saying, oh, it's always 40-something, always 40-something. Man, that gas was, I forget, was it $48.90? It was about as close to $50 as you could get. So I know the gas has gone up. And again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but yeah, it ain't lasting like it used to last. So I'm feeling pretty sure Iran getting their get back. They are. And honestly, we dabbling into something that we shouldn't have been in the first place. So there's that on that. Now let's slow down since we're passing the polices. Okay. Good. But anyway, we're off and on our way to work today. Again, it's Monday. For y'all, it's going to be Tuesday because I might as well upload what I did yesterday for Monday. And then again, I have another work event Tuesday night. So at least now I've got today, which is Monday, to upload for Tuesday. And then maybe I'll be back on track come Wednesday. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, them work events, there's a lot. I don't have a small child as I did before. So now I kind of feel bad for teachers that have small kids because we have to stay for a ton of after school events. And that takes you away from your own family. Like you've already worked all day. Thank you for letting me by. But you've already worked all day with other people's kids, and then they want you to work many evenings too, like all those back to school nights, meet the teacher nights, parent teacher conference nights, trunk or treat nights, books for literacy nights, math nights, music program nights,
art program nights. Like, it's a lot of nighttime events that occur during the year. And I wish they put a stop to that. Their theory is, well, this is when a lot of our parents are off work and they're able to come. And listen, I love y'all to death. I do. All your parents, I love you to death. I'm a parent too. But I have said, and I still maintain, that if Beyonce had a daytime concert and you got you some free tickets, heck, even if you had to pay for your tickets, I bet you'd find a way to get there. It's all about priorities. So if it matters, you're going to come. They could have those music programs during the daytime. They could. I remember doing stuff in the daytime when I was a kid. I do not remember going back at night to school. So I just think that matters. I wish they would consider that for people, raising families, or even people like me who want my time to be my time. Like when I serve my time during the daytime, let that be that on that. Speaking of letting that be that on that, that's my gripe session for the day. I'm done. That's it. Anyway, I might get a little bit of feedback for that. But to be honest, I said what I said. I really did. I said what I pick and choose. If you're not able to come, you're not able to come. But I don't think it should be a punitive thing for teachers to have to do it at night all the doggone time. And some of those events be lasting until 8 something at night. Like, where's my nighttime routine, my relaxation, and all of that I want to do? But, okay. I said that was that on that, didn't I? Dang, why you still going on, Kymberly? Anyway, it is already 71 degrees. It is already muggy, which kind of makes my skin look a little dewy. I'm not too mad about that. But the hair is already getting frizzy. I wasted my time. But I'm going to have to stop snatching it back in that little bun. Even though I make it loose, I need to get some more satin scrunchies. Even when I'm walking, I'll probably wrap it. But wrapping my hair when I go walking and I sweat and stuff still does nothing for my hair. My hair be coming out shot. I understand a lot of times why girls wear wigs, because it seems like it's convenient to just slap that thing upside your head. If it's one of those slap and goes, you don't call it slap and go. What do you call it when you don't glue it down? Touchless? Glueless. Duh, I mean, you got to touch it, you got to put it on. So it's a glueless wig. That makes a whole lot of, although I wonder how that works when you sweat. Because I ain't gonna say I've never worn a wig before. It's just not a part of my daily life or anything. I wore one, I don't know how many years ago it was. This is why I stopped wearing it too. I had on a wig, and girl, that thing had started sliding back. Like, I didn't do all the glue down and all that stuff. It had started, I already have an A head, but to have an A head, then have my edges, then have the wigs, I said, okay, this ain't the life for me. I'm not able. I'm gonna just have to go on and do something with my head. But yeah, I gave it a good try. I even bought a braided wig once. I was like, oh, this would be really good for vacation, because oh my goodness, y'all, I had my own hair braided, went on a vacation, had my hair braided, went swimming, gave it a good thorough rinse out. I then washed it with neutralizing shampoo, because even though I had a lot of fake hair braided on, my hair was under there. My hair got wet with the chlorine too. So I definitely wanted to wash it out. I do all of that, and I'm squeeze drying it and stuff. Fast forward to another week or so later, I go to take them braids down. Baby, I had mold in my hair. Oh, I never wanted to run away from myself so bad in my life. I was so disgusted, because at first I was like, what is this? I don't know. And I mean, I had long hair at the time. Mold all just up and throughout that hair. It was so disgusting to me. Even thinking about it gives me the ick. What do you call those? Goosebumps. Oh, I'm having a hard time with words this morning. I hope over the weekend, because I sure did fill in my request. I hope over the weekend that the buildings and grounds, pest control, whatever it is, got all up and through my classroom. I want to see some ants on their bags. And then my neighbors, my coworkers, said that they had seen spiders and roaches. So first I filled out the thing saying I had ants. I must have went right back in there and said I got spiders and roaches too. Because if y'all are filling out for spiders and roaches, they're not going to leave y'all's room and come to mine. That's not the option. So I filled that out. And then on top of that, If I wasn't so scary, I probably, ooh, yeah, tomorrow night's event. I think we're gonna have to make a little trip to Walmart. And get some of those bombs. I'm gonna probably set some bombs off in my room, just as an extra layer. Cause I'm telling you, I can't be twisting, turning, looking around all day for bugs and ants and roaches. Oh my, that's too much. Anyway, getting back to hanging my pictures and stuff. Speaking of going to Walmart, I'm not going to return that tool kit that I got. It's got that pink in there, ironically about the same color as my blazer today. But when I tell you I used that leveler, I must have been up and down on my ladder/chair several times. And I remember, girl, where's that leveler, to make sure? Because I put it up, I'm like, oh, that's crooked, get down. Shift it, oh, that's crooked, get down. About the third time, I said, oh yeah, half of you bought the little toolkit. Go on and get that leveler out there and figure it out. So I figured that out, hung up those pictures. I hung up the art lights over it. I like it. I like the way it looks. I'm glad I went with 2 pictures as opposed to 1, because the space is high, but it's not necessarily large. And I feel like a large picture like that would have just swallowed the room. It would have swallowed it. But anyway, so I put up the 2 pictures and the 2 art things. I went to my garage and I found an old picture that I had in a couple of my old homes. How about that? Yeah, I think I put it in the first home I ever bought. I put it up in there because that had a much more African themed living room space. And I got it for there rather. And then when I moved to another home in South KC, I had it there, and now here we go again, once more. So don't throw away your artwork just because it doesn't fit a certain place or space. Keep it. It might end up getting repurposed. So I've repurposed that. I do want to get some curtains for the door and kind of finish up the whole space. I originally was going to put 1 picture over the vase area where I sometimes do my outfit other days, which I wouldn't know because I filmed a couple, but then I don't go back and edit them or make them into the shorts that I want to do. Because sometimes I'm not necessarily sure. Like, it's kind of weird. I get in that space, probably that space being in my head, but I get in that space where people ask me, where'd you get that outfit? I like the way you put things together. People in my real life, like even, was that yesterday? Today is Monday. No, that was Saturday. So Saturday when I was out doing my little frolicking at Dollar Tree and all of that, I first went to the thrift store and someone was like, oh, I love your outfit. I love the way you put that together. And I just had on a hat, plaid dress, and some yellow shoes to go with it. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Something I've worn a ton of times before, but she hadn't seen me in it before, which is also why I'm like, girl, all that time you be talking about you need some new outfits for a trip. Why, them people ain't seen you in your outfit before. But anyway, I left there. I went to Dollar Tree. Someone else complimented the outfit. And I was like, really? Because the hat was on just because my head was snatched back after day number, who knows, and it was puffy. But okay. And then when I went to Texas Roadhouse, yet another compliment. Now, I expect the compliments from, like when I was at home, I bought that chest or basket, whatever it is. Yeah, chest. That's what she call it. That's a nice chest. I expect a compliment from them because y'all don't want me to return it. Y'all want me to remember that, ooh, somebody said they like it. It's not just me. Ulta Beauty is another one. They give you 50, 11, like you can't, as soon as you walk in the door, hi, welcome to Ulta. How can I help you? Oh, you look so nice today. They're for it. They're all into it. If you're not wearing makeup, then, you know, they're like, oh, would you like to try some fragrances? Would you like to da-da-da-da? If you are wearing makeup, oh, I see you have wonderful makeup. I love the way you beat your face. We have this color available too. That would look nice on you. And then even when you cash out, there another compliment. Oh, I love these choices. Oh, this is a good one. You're going to love this. And so I'm used to that. But then, you know, with the outfits, when people are complimenting and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should do some OOTDs and just kind of show it. But in general, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm in my head about it. Who knows? If I think about it and I'm at home getting dressed, then I'll say, oh, this is what I'm wearing, whatever, and leave it at that. But I think what the heck? I got the space for it, especially since I put my little 2 pictures up there. I kind of like it. I really want the focus, if I am doing OOTDs, to be on the actual outfit. Someone had mentioned that my vase fades into the background. It's not really visible due to my white walls and stuff. That's kind of by design. I'm not necessarily putting a lot of in your face pictures, vases, and accents and stuff. So yeah, that makes sense. And then the picture I got, it's white too. It just has a little gold accenting, also by design. So I'm realizing I ain't talking about nothing. I'm talking about being in my head about not showing off. Girl, shut up, get off, get to work. I'll talk to y'all at work. What's up, y'all? So I'm at work, and it is time for me to start thinning things out a bit, throwing some stuff away, especially in my own area. And who knows what I'm gonna do next year. So we like to lighten the load, so to speak. And that's what we're doing. And of course, I figure y'all might as well help me out. It does help tremendously though. Like when I can just kind of talk and get through a chore. Y'all know how it is. Oh, I'm tripping. I need to put on a mask. I don't know what it is about the dust here. Oh, but it'll get me. I noticed that at the beginning of the year, end of the year, whatever. Yeah, me and whatever this school dust is do not get along. And I'm not even one who is prone to say I have allergies, but something about this stuff is a no for me. Y'all know I'm still looking for ants and stuff, and they ain't came and did my spraying yet. Oh, okay, that'll be good for I Day. I is for ice cream. We'll just do a little coloring activity. Who knew I even had that? But anyway, we're gonna straighten some of this out. I think I'll put butcher block paper here. I know, girl, it's April 13th, and I'm finally getting around to covering it. But sometimes, even when I have lunch or something with y'all and I look at the background, I'm like, that is getting on my last nerve. So I need to take those off. These are those half folders that I don't need anymore. Tons and tons of workbooks, books, and all the things. I do love reading a good book to a child. To me, it's a good way to teach a moral or a lesson without beating them over the head with it. So I've got plenty of books. Those are my fault. But the workbooks, Lordy, the way they test kids nowadays, I almost feel bad for them. I do not remember taking 5011 tests all the time when I was in elementary school. It's a bit much. Then I got these folders. I'm gonna wipe this area down. Thankfully, I have on my mask. Oh yeah, this is that good paper. Okay, we wanna save that. But anyway, we made some clothes with them. Looking at me, and I'm already getting warm. Let's take this off. Oof. This, that's so funny. I think this morning I was talking about doing OOTDs, and here I am in a t-shirt and camo pants, but the t-shirt has a pipe. Oh, y'all, okay, so the t-shirt, I don't know if it's coming through. I'm banging the mic, sorry. I'm a believer. We had a friend, a coworker, I should say. We had a coworker who is, she fought cancer, and her name is Lee. And somebody thought, okay, well, cat's out of the bag, so I might as well be honest with y'all. It's just y'all. So we find out she's fighting cancer, and it was the saddest thing. So we're at the meeting, and she announces that, hey, I'm not going to be here for the next couple of months because, I have to go off and fight the fight of my life, right? So she says that, and y'all, she's been working here at least 16, going on 20 or so years, right? And she makes that announcement. I'm just like, oh no, wow, that's messed up. And after she says it, it's a good thing y'all don't know where I work, so I get to be honest about this. But she says that, and it was kind of like, okay, now on to the next part of business. I was like, whoa, that's insane a little bit. But I get up and I go over to her and I hug her, because that's a really big announcement, a really big thing, and we're just gonna proceed like it's okay. That's just not how I do it. So I go over and I hug her, and she was like, wow, that meant a lot to her, blase Skippy. And when she gets ready to go, we also have another meeting, because I told you we have 11 meetings. But we have another meeting, and that one was on a day where the kids wouldn't be in the building. It was just Teacher's Day. So I thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we showed a sign of support with a t-shirt or something, right? And her name is Lee. First name is Lee. So we do. I come up with the idea, ooh, I'm a believer. So that's why the shirt says that. I'm like, shh, we don't want to talk about it. You know, I don't want to make it a whole big thing, because I'm already thinking, y'all already showed y'all really don't care. So I'm not trying to make you care. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, shh, it's not a big deal. We're going to keep it anonymous. And I also don't want her to know that I came up with the idea, because I don't want her to feel like the person in the building supporting her is me. Like there's just one person, which I couldn't even understand. Like, how do you just not hug a person like that? How do you not? But anyway, so I was like, shh, we're going to keep it quiet, da, 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 da. And then we had another lady in our building, another teacher in our building who does t-shirts. So I approached her and I was like, hey, I got this idea for a t-shirt. Would you mind doing it? But here's the trick. It would kind of be a labor of love, because, you know, these teachers ain't going to want to pay, you know, 20, 30, whatever dollars you might normally charge for a t-shirt. They're going to want to pay at cost. Are you okay with that? And she was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I sent out the email, we're going to do it. And on the day that we won't have students in the building, how am I cleaning up and I'm running my mouth so much? Okay. But on the day that we're not going to have students in the building, we're going to wear the shirt, because she hadn't announced to the kids. Get why she hadn't announced it. District told her that's kind of heavy for kids to deal with. But I know for a fact, years ago, I had a kindergartner whose mom in this building passed away of cancer. I showed up for the funeral and I talked about that already. So it's not like our kids don't know what cancer is. They might not know what support of it is. And I thought it would be okay for her to announce that and give their support too. But anyway, so she wasn't supposed to announce it. On the day that the kids wouldn't be here is when I said, oh, we're going to do a big reveal. We're going to surprise her with it. And everybody would just have on a t-shirt. Somebody would say a code word like blueberries, whatever. And at that time, we would all take off our t-shirts and just show it to her. Understanding that was very emotional for her. And I love that, because I wanted her to have that kind of support and feel that. And she was like, you guys just don't know how much that means to me. So I end up missing the reveal because I had to go tend to something with Mom, right? So I missed the big reveal, but I come in and, you know, she just throws her arms around me, hugs me. She's crying again. I'm like, who told her? Was you not in school the day that I said, shh, anonymous? Did you miss the word anonymous that day at school or something? Like, I didn't want her to know. But you know what was also very strange? Because I feel like cancer is such a greedy beast that I don't think I know anyone who doesn't know someone who's passed away. Let me get something to spray to wipe this down. So I was surprised. I'm going to say that. We'll phrase it that way. I was surprised to find that there were some people who did not want to support the cause. And so then I thought, well, you know, once upon a time, where's my spray? I mean, I know it was contraband, but I know somebody didn't come in here and take my contraband. Girl, I guess they did. Say it ain't so, because I had a bottle of Fabuloso. I had even watered it down just a little bit, because last year I had little girls who said she didn't really like Fabuloso. I said, really? That was surprising. I mean, it's not an offensive fragrance to me. Did I hide it? Because it ain't in my other hiding spot. Don't tell me they got me for my Fabuloso, child. They sure did. I know it was contraband, but I didn't know y'all was gonna find it. You know what? We just gonna use hand sanitizer. It's got plenty of alcohol. It's gonna kill something. But anyway, there were some people who, you know, I could see the orders because I was collecting the money, passing it over to the other teacher, you know, whatever, especially on days that she wasn't here and all of that stuff. So I look and I notice, oh, okay, this team hasn't gotten a t-shirt. Maybe it's a financial thing. So I'm willing, y'all know I budget, but I'm thinking this is a good cause. I said maybe they don't have it, because there's been times in my life where if you'd have asked me to pull up with $40, I couldn't have done it. Just did not have it. And that's not how much the shirt costs, but I'm just giving you an amount as an example. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they need a little assistance with that. They were like, no, just not interested. How are you? I don't know. People, I say all that to say, some people are just strange to me. Like, how are you not interested in supporting somebody that you work with and have worked with for years in the fight of their life? Plus, don't you think you're going to look a little jerkish when everybody else does their big t-shirt reveal and you got, I don't know, nothing? But okay, some people can't be shamed into it, so they didn't get it. No problem. But I'm told it went well. I think for me, I'll never forget, this was well over a decade ago. I go to a Chiefs game. I don't know what that is, and I'm scared to disturb it, y'all. I'm just gonna dust and mind my business. I don't know if you see that. It look like a mark of some sort. But anyway, I go to a Chiefs game, and oh gosh, I can't remember who it was that had recently passed of cancer. And so the announcer's like, would everyone please rise in a silent tribute to so-and-so, whoever it was. And they did. Then, no, I'm lying. I got the wrong order. It was everyone who's ever battled cancer. If you're a cancer survivor, please stand up. And y'all, like half the stadium, I'm not talking about a house or a little building, half of the stadium stood up. And I just remember being so moved, like, wow, I get goosebumps thinking about it now. And then it said, if you are the surviving loved one, or something like that, however he phrased it, but it was pretty much if you know someone who has fought cancer and you lost them, also stand up. The rest of the stadium stood up, and you could just hear all the rustling of people standing in the stadium, and it was insane. Like, we have one of the loudest stadiums when we're cheering. I don't think we have one of. I think we are America's loudest stadium when we're cheering. Okay, cool. But the silence, when they said a moment of silence, to see all these people in their red and golds and, and some of them opponents, they had their colors or whatever, but we don't let them slide. It was an important occasion. But to see the whole stadium just standing like that, I was at a loss when them people just flat out, oh no, we're good. We just don't want a t-shirt. That was freaking weird to me. You know what I need to do? I need to shut up and just clean up, because I keep wanting to turn around and talk to y'all. But let me focus on what I'm doing. I'll probably put up some butcher block paper down here later. I'm tired of that. Over here, I need to finally send home these Dr. King portraits, because baby, what? It's like April 13th. So let's get to doing what I'm doing. And let me shut up. Up there, I got my elf ears. I don't know if that's in shot from when I decorated for Christmas. We're not climbing up to get that. But we're going to do the rest of what we're doing, and I shall talk to y'all later. Take care.
These are dream rules. This is someone else. I'm not myself. No.